Mendelssohn's Concerto in E minor made musical history when it debuted in 1948 in the US as the first ever LP. Playing at a speed of 33 1/3 revolutions per minute, the 30-centimeter record allowed for longer recorded pieces, a big development for music, sound recording, and music fans.
Previously, you could only get 3 minutes or so onto one side of a record, and now, because you had a narrower groove and a slower speed, you could get up to 20 minutes, which meant you could get a whole classical piece on one side of a record. And also it meant that you could get a whole package of songs together on one record.
Now, 70 years later, British music retailer HMV, which stands for His Master's Voice, and Sony Classical have pressed 500 copies of the original concert to give away to fans. Here at the flagship HMV store on Oxford Street in central London, vinyl aficionados lined up for hours to be the first to get their hands on a copy.
It certainly takes me back to my childhood of the 70s and a bit of the 80s. And I think the sound quality is so much more superior.
I grew up, mum and dad listened to a lot of Meatloaf and a lot of heavy metal and rock and roll and all that sort of stuff, and a lot of that was done on vinyl, and that sound of hearing that recording is just very, very unique, better than any CD.
And this is the actual record?
It is indeed, yes. There we go.
One of the replica albums was donated to the British Library's archive.
It's great to have this record here because it's a replica of the first ever long-playing microgroove record. We have 250,000 or so of them, and to have the first one that was ever produced, or a replica thereof, obviously is a very lovely thing to have, and it sort of completes the journey of the LP.
The record adds to the library's 250,000-piece collection of LPs and artifacts dating back to the beginning of sound recording. It includes wax cylinders patented by Thomas Edison in 1877, which was the first way fans could buy music to listen to at home. The anniversary comes at a time when vinyl has been enjoying a revival around the world, even though audio technology has come a long way since that first LP.
Whereas people queried whether it would be around for much longer, it was just a passing fad. I think we've had 10 years of consecutive growth, and they actually realise that it's now part of our music ecosystem, and going forward, hopefully it will carry on growing. We're predicting at the BPI that we'll probably see more than 5 million sales this year.
And that's music to the ears of a growing and appreciative population of music lovers who prefer to listen to their music the old-fashioned way, on vinyl. Julie Taboh, VOA News.